Hey guys, Nick here. Today I'm going to show you a quick concept which actually should be more in depth, but I'm just going to show you the mechanisms of getting to the final output of the concept, and then I'll try and do another video where I go into the concept a bit more deeper for those of you who are new to like reporting and all that. But anyways, the concept we're going over is how to create lookup IDs for when you're going to export data that's going to plug into a report that is run through Excel. So what I mean by that is, for example, if we take this data here from our previous video where we did some pivoting and unpivoting, we've got the year, and then we've got the department, and then we've got the wages for that particular year and department record. So when we're working in data tables, and we're working in SQL, or you're working through Knime, it's easy to join tables or to do lookups to tables because the joiner node or a SQL join lets you call out every single column that you want to do your join based on, right? But in Excel, when you do a vlookup, you don't necessarily have the functionality of calling out these two tables share the year and the department columns in common, so do the lookup based off of those two. So the workaround in Excel is to create those IDs. So if we're talking about working with IDs and we want to export this data to feed an Excel report, we can create the IDs within Knime to help almost eliminate a step in Excel, right, to have it automated through the Knime workflow instead of actually having to implement the ID creation or the ID lookup in Excel. So to do that, what we're going to do as the example today is to create the ID for these year department, so we can identify each row as exactly what year and department it belongs to. So to do that, I'm going to put the data off to the side for a bit. To do that, we're going to have to look for the string manipulation node. So you can see here, if you search in the node repository, string manipulation, it's this guy right here. So let's drag and drop, connect it, and we're going to configure it real quick. So what I'm going to do is, within the string manipulation, you have all these types of functions in here, right? Different categories of functions, but you can see all of them if you scroll up and down. We're going to look for the join sep, or the join separator. So what this does is it'll join multiple columns, and it'll use a separator between each of the columns depending on whatever you feed as a separator. So if we double click, we'll get the function, the join sep, down here in the expression field. So what we're going to do is first feed the separator. So I usually run with an underscore. So the separator is going to be an underscore, and what I do next is I tell it to join the fields I want joined. So I want the year, and then I want the department joined. So what this is going to do is it's going to join the year, followed by an underscore, followed by the department. If you had multiple fields, it would run the same logic. It would do this field plus a separator, this field plus a separator, the next field plus a separator, so on and so forth. So once we've got the expression set up, then we just go down here. You can either choose to replace a column or to append a new one. What we're going to do is we're going to append a new one. We'll name this year underscore department underscore ID. Hit apply. We can hit OK, and now we can execute this. So now we should see the year, an underscore, and then the department as the ID field. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, right? So now you've got each year, each department, there's an ID for each row, identifying each year and department separated by an underscore. So that's how you create lookup IDs for when you're exporting data to Excel. In the next video, I'll show you how to resort these columns and then set them up as if we were going to export straight to Excel so we can feed a report. So stay tuned for the link to that. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave it in the comments section and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe, to like the video, and to share this with any of your friends you think might find it valuable. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.